Hello and welcome to our reading for the collective for this Saturday's full moon in Virgo. It's very, very early in the morning on Saturday, particularly for us in LA. It'll be just after midnight. And the sun is in Pisces, so guess what? When we get the full moon, it's in the opposite sign of Virgo. And I have this a day later than usual. I like to get these out on Tuesdays. And I got a package today that made me understand why. So this beautiful Burn the Hetero Patriarchy shirt arrived today from Daughters of Witches. Thank you so much. If you don't know Daughters of Witches, they are real rad. They are out of Poland and they carry a lot of fabulous stuff, including my Elemental Power Tarot. So they have all sorts of great things. So I'm very excited about this shirt, particularly for this full moon in Virgo, because while, maybe your initial reaction is like, ooh, that seems like real intense and violent. And first of all, I have terrible news for you about the entire world. But look, when we set something on fire, right, especially something that is not a human, that is a concept. The heteropatriarchy is a concept. It's a social construct that prioritizes heterosexuality, heteronormativity, and prioritizes the masculine, right? And that really screws a lot of people over, including the people that it seems to uphold, a lot of them, right? Because when we don't allow men to express their creative, receptive, nurturing side, their, archetypally feminine side, that's a problem. That's a problem. So let's burn it down. Let's burn it to the ground and then grow something new in its spot, okay? Now, why am I excited about this specifically for this Virgo full moon? Because Virgo is the sign of dedication. And a lot of times we think about Virgo as, real like nitpicky, detail-oriented, high-achieving, and, not wrong. Not wrong. My ascendant is in Virgo, and I very happily admit to all of those things. But the underlying motivation behind that very, very serious dedication is this sort of feeling of elevating the daily experience, elevating the mundane experience, and making it holy, making it spiritual, making all of these little things, all of these little details that we have to keep track of, right? Making those align with our spiritual ideals. And I can think of no better way to do that than to take this concept that's on my shirt, or whatever your guiding principle is, or whatever one you choose to have it be, and see if you can apply that to every single little place in your life. Now, it's also reflected in the reading. The Death card is right here in position 2. It's sitting on top of the Six of Wands, achievement in fire. So right in the middle, we have this feeling of really reflecting on achievement, focusing on achievement, focusing on the success that we have had in our element of fire, in taking action, in trusting our gut, in trusting our intuition, being creative, conjuring things, making magic, and allowing the fire that comes up, that drive, that the drive. I don't need another word. Why do I need another one? I'm moving on. Allowing that fire to burn away anything that is not serving us, Death card, so that something new can grow in its place that is in alignment with that Virgo part of ourselves, okay? Now, the full moon in Virgo is opposite the sun in Pisces. So we get this nice weaving back and forth about you know, the big kind of out there, dreamy, esoteric Pisces land, that kind of spirituality that's very, that can be very separate from material world life. And then the Virgo spirituality that is very, very grounded, very, very hands-on in a way, right, with our material world. So burning away those habits of action that are not successes, that kind of keep us down, that don't fall into line with that, that is going to bring us forward through this reading. Now, how we've come here, we've come through the 8 of Coins. Great. We've got a nice, stable, earthly platform, right, to move ahead from. 8s are longevity, long-term stability. So we've really got a nice grounding going. So that's a lot to work with as far as refining, if we've already got it there. We have a lot of earth in this reading, by the way, which aligns with Virgo, so that's great. Now, then we move forward into that 6 of Wands with the Death card, and up above, we have more earth. In fact, double earth. We have the Page of Coins, Earth of Earth. So, while we have this stability, this long-term stability of the 8, as we move forward, we're leaning into the successes, we're letting other things burn away, make room for the new. What is the new? Well, ask the Page of Coins, right? The Page of Coins invites us to throw out the rule book in our material world machinations, right? And kind of how we move through the nuts and bolts of our lives, and to really put something new together that, again, this word of alignment that is in better alignment with the life that we want to be leading. That Page of Coins is in alignment with the Sun card. So you don't have to look very far to find it, right? The Sun it's an indication that what you see is what you get. You look out onto the expanse of your life, and that's it. There are no hidden motivations. There's nothing, you don't have to look for, something or someone to be unmasked. You really have this gift of being able to see exactly what's there and to use that information to make a decision about how you want to move forward with that earth energy, and back to the Sun, how you can really direct resources to help that grow. So that is very, very lovely. Now down below, we have Temperance right in the root position of this, this central pillar. And then that is in alignment with the Queen of Coins. So Temperance it's bringing all of the energy in. Temperance really invites us to moderate how we are spending our energy, to pay attention, okay? So one of the ways that we can lean into this energy is to simply notice and track where the energy is going. How are you spending your time, right? Where is it going? Are you spinning your wheels a lot? Are you focused very much on one task and others are suffering? Are you focused very much on helping others and then you don't have enough energy to help yourself? Or vice versa, right? Where is that energy going? That is sort of an underlying theme that's going on, to draw that back in so that you can decide where to push it back out, which is another sort of new beginning. There's a lot of turnover, right? A lot of kind of subtle turnover in this reading. And how do you know where that energy is going to get pushed out to? Well, the Queen of Coins is very happy to give you some guidance, some tips on that, right? Queen of Coins is about tapping into your heart. What makes you feel good? What makes you feel fulfilled when you envision creating it, molding it with your hands, right? Like really building something, because it's in the realm of earth. It's a coins card. What really lights your heart up when you think about molding it out of literal or metaphorical clay and bringing it to life in your world? That's where you're going to want to bring this energy to, and that's why we've got to draw it in and reserve it with the Temperance card, okay? Now, moving forward, our upcoming energy is the Three of Wands. This is the card that was the card of the day for my community people. So just today, well, yesterday when you're watching this. Okay. That's how it gets done. It takes a minute to process these things. So the Three of Wands is collaboration in the realm of fire. And most often with that card, I find that it is speaking to collaboration with previous versions of ourselves. Okay? It's really an invitation to cut your own path, to move forward in a way that you know deeply in your gut is right and true and right for you, not just because of your intuition in the moment, but because you're able to collaborate with all these previous versions of yourself that did things a different way. And, maybe it worked out, maybe it didn't, but it's not the right way for right now. So kind of gathering all of those into the present moment and then really cutting your own path. Go your own way, right? That's what we're going to do moving forward. And then right after that, we get into the Nine of Coins, this heightened wisdom in the realm of earth, being presented with this gift of skill building, right? Like very tangible, practical skill building. And that Nine of Coins is in the threefold return position, how we meet the situation, how it comes back to meet us. So if you want major returns on that skill building, right? If you want to really expand your tangible, practical skill base, particularly as it relates to aligning your whole dang life with your spiritual ideals and with all these points of turnover we've talked about, you push too. You push in this week. You learn a new skill, even if it's something really small. Read about a new style of meditation. If there's, whatever this project is, right? That the page and the Queen of Coins are speaking to. If there's a skill that you need to learn, a program you need to learn, an application, take the steps to do that. The universe is going to reward you greatly for your efforts, okay? And then you'll see a big boost in that moving forward. Now, that brings us to the key card. Our key card for this reading for this week is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords, realignment of values. There we are again, right? I'm not saying alignment so much for effect. It's like it really is the word that I use to talk individually about all of these cards, all of these energies as they come up, okay? That Four of Swords is saying, hey, as you move through all of this stuff that's going on, be aware and be adjusting your values, okay? So this is a very cool duality that we've got going. Everything that I've been talking about has been about adjusting external things to match with the internal. Four of Swords is saying, okay, yes, and as you go through, and as these external things change, check in with your internal values and see where they're at. See if they still work. See if those values themselves don't need a little bit of a tweak, okay? It's a very, very, very cool duality. Very important too, right? To allow ourselves to be flexible, to really accept that flexibility and allow for that experience to come through, that when we do make these changes in our lives that are based on our internal life, those changes, those external changes are going to have an effect on the internal life that brought us to make the changes, okay? That is, that's not craziness, that's just humanity and evolution and, learning from our experience and learning from ourselves and really honoring our development as people, right? Instead of pretending that we develop until we're 18 and then we're adults and that's and then we're cooked, right? This is side note, it's a lot of what I want to do. Uncook yourself. Make sure that you're uncooked so that you can continue to grow and evolve. Okay. Have a very happy full moon. I will talk to you very soon. I love you. Bye-bye.